snacks, just in general?
So I do. So I have two things. The program I coach does have 5 what we call fuelings a day, that because we believe if you eat every 2.5 to 3 hours, you stave off the hunger. You're eating low glycemic, which lowers your blood sugar, which lowers your cravings, and you're giving your body fuel at regular intervals. So we do have a plan where you would get 5 fuelings a day, and then you would make your lean and green at home. But the other thing you could do is, 100-calorie pack of almonds, like a Greek yogurt. Look for the ones that are very low in sugar. Greek yogurt a cup of that every 3 hours. In addition to your healthy leans and greens proteins. Like one slice of whole wheat toast with maybe some avocado on it. So there's things that you just think about, something that would be higher in protein, balanced carbs, balanced calories, that would maybe be about 100 calories.
Thanks.
Great question, Taylor.
You're welcome.
All right. I think we have time for 1 or 2 more questions. Any questions about nutrition? Any questions about the whole transformation process? I had like this great picture before and after, and maybe we'll be able to get it up later on. But Gina has went through like this phenomenal transformation, and the thing that I love about her transformation is not like this whole I'm on a diet, so I'm gonna do this complete caloric restriction type of thing. It was a mindset change, and with her mindset change, allowed everything to display physically over time to the point where now she's able to maintain it, and we just get to work on her guns, So she would flex for you right now, but she's going to be really humble about it. But anybody?
I lost 32 pounds. My husband lost 103. So we're like completely different people. And if you ask him the same thing, it's not as much the weight and how we look, it's how we mentally feel and how we mentally look at food. And that's been the biggest, and just our whole habit change and mindset shift has been our biggest takeaway in all of this. Because we have more energy to work out with Max, and we have more desire to get out and go for that walk or go for the hike or whatever it is. We have more desire to show up, and that has been our biggest takeaway. And oh, by the way, we look good.
I do have a question, because,
Yes.
from a coach's standpoint, and I mean, everybody has gone through their own transformation, and some people looks different than others, right? But from a coaching standpoint, I know that at some point in time that each person that we work with, no matter how many tools and resources we give to them, that there has to be that aha moment. And I remember you and I, we did a podcast about this. I want you to share with everyone, when did you get to that point where you had that aha moment where you knew everything needed to change and you were able to execute that?
So I've battled my whole life, and I was 54. And so I like seeing all you young people out here who are starting way earlier than I did. And I had this feeling that I was about to have a job change. The practice I worked for I felt like it was going to fall apart, and it did. And oh my gosh, I was about to be 55, and I was overweight and I was out of shape. And how am I going to interview for a job? I've got to do something. And at the same moment, my husband, who was almost 300 pounds, this point, it would have been 12 years after a triple bypass. And he was like, I can't function anymore. I can't work in the yard. I can't do anything. I've got to do something. And so we had a conversation with a coach of this program, and we're like, okay, we'll give it a try. And it was really about 4 days in when I had that aha moment, because I felt different 4 days later. And because it wasn't just the fuelings that I mentioned, but we had community support, which I had never been a part of, and it's private, so it's just people like us who's, whether we want 10 pounds or 150 pounds, we have the same ultimate end goal. And the education, the coach, working with a coach to kind of help you and guide you in those moments where, you know, I want to do this, help me, how do I not do that? Or, hey, I just, you know, had to throw away my belt because I needed a new one. And so that coach celebrates that. I mean, it's every little thing, but then the education and with working on your habits and your mindset, and realizing that I had been in this loop all these years and I didn't know it. I didn't understand that. And I think that when I started really diving into the materials and really, really focusing on that stop, challenge, and choose, it was sort of that huge light bulb, aha, oh my gosh, this is the way you're supposed to live. I had never felt this way before. So that was really it.
Yeah. So. That's tremendous feedback. And Gina, we really want to just say thank you for, you know, being willing to sacrifice your Saturday morning to share your testimony, your story, and really what helped you and what's helping like a lot of people that you're working with right now. I'm going to tell you right now, folks, Gina is an excellent follow. All right. So Gina, if somebody wants to get in contact with you, if they want to be able to connect with you, how do they go about doing that?
So any number of ways. My Facebook is Gina Groesbeck, Groesbeck, Manley. And you can contact me via Facebook. You can contact me via cell phone, which is 770-757-0397. Or you can contact me via email, which is healthypurposellc@gmail. Any number of those ways. And we can just have a conversation and talk about where you are and what you want. And I'll help you in any way I can. And I have a newsletter I send out every Monday that gives great tips. There's always a recipe in there. Whether you are a client of mine or not, I am happy to add you to that weekly newsletter, because there's always going to be something in there that is going to say, yes, yes, yes. If I do that, yes. So, you know, I'm happy to do that for all of you.
Okay. Yeah. No, Gina, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. One thing I would recommend everyone to do, because, you know, Gina and I, we always go back and forth, you know, inside and outside of sessions as well. And I'll look on her page and I'll say, wow, like spot on, or like, that's right on point. So take a moment today and just go ahead and friend Gina. So that way now you'll be able to get her like daily posts, because a lot of it is, I mean, all of it is all great motivational stuff, great encouragement stuff, a lot of great stories. So I think it will just continue to keep you encouraged. As we're all just pushing to live our best healthy and active lifestyle, even as coaches. I mean, we're human beings, and before we were coaching people, we had to go through our own process, and we're still going on that process. So feel free to surround yourself with as many people as possible that's going to encourage you, support you on that lifestyle. So definitely Gina's someone that you want to contact with, and also get on her newsletter. Get those tips. It goes out every Monday. On Mondays, that's the time where you really want to be fueled and charged up. So that way you can really go in and tackle your week with a lot of, you know, just great energy and great inspiration. So again, Gina, thank you so much. Everybody just give Gina.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And Max, I'm going to email you the ebook, Stop, Challenge, and Choose, so that you can send it to everybody.
Okay, we'll do. Yeah, so Gina will get it to me, and then we'll make sure that the team gets that out to each and every one of you. Gene, thank you for making it out. I am so sorry.
You're welcome. That's okay. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your workout.
By the way, we are getting our 10 questions in, so feel free to hop in. Lil's gonna be an awesome question. We're also doing workouts. So most of you guys have transitioned. Definitely hop on and we'll get you on.
Sounds great. Thanks, Max. Bye, everybody.